reset, and Jinx takes over.
An opportunity to snowball, I think, through the Corki, as you've highlighted. We'll see what the the Korean top lane battle looks like. Rooster with a range advantage early, maybe. I miss when we would play for the third wave dive.
It's crazy how much we swap these days, no?
We swap
isn't
a lot.
it weird how the game didn't change, but people just realized that swapping is okay? We got a crazy fight
strong,
here.
but all-ending 2v2 is also pretty good. Although Ice immediately going to back up as Kadui finally able to lay some cooldowns in the fight. Loopy taking a pretty decent chunk though. Makes things a bit awkward. Nice re-engage. The heal already popped though. Loopy fighting off more than he can shoot. Lethal Tempo is fully proc. This is an easy finish for Ice. Now he looks to get one more. What are you doing? The attack speed is stacking. A massive fumble. The barrier. The flash. Both force. The Q coming through.
Oh my God.
It's the double.
And we were talking about this Jinx scaling. She's already 2 kills at 2 minutes. It's a disaster for SK. As no Abadong is inflated through.
Okay, I thought we were watching League of Legends. Nuke ready to come over the wall. He might have the full 5v5. Swift use for Dundun means he's going to be there first. Nuke ready to respond with the Nautilus ultimate. Dundun. Good management of the heat. Dragon is going to go over the side of SK, so BDS opt to contest. Hungry for blood.
It looks like SK is not hungry for blood, as they are cross-mapping this Drake, looking to pressure up top. Probably looking to get that first structure tower, first break tower, first blood tower. Oh, Paris.
Oh, Paris caught out. Trying to move out to safety. Gets knocked up mid-animation. The pullback is there, and it's a quick pick. Skeens. Not going to chase for too much more, but now fully zoned off that top lane tower. Bot lane tier 1, and there's not much of a counter map player. There wouldn't be, but Herald just spawned.
Now that's that first brick for SK. So they're able to take down that bot tower. It's going to be the return of the Herald.
But it's Ocean Soul. We were both wrong in terms of the prediction.
Yeah. Would you say, okay, which soul do you think is stronger, Ocean or Chemtech?
In this game?
In general, but sure, this game.
In the context of this game, I feel like Ocean is stronger. Kadui has enough range to poke, Azir Soldier poke. It's pretty good for both teams. It's not as good for BDS because I don't feel like they have reliable long-range poke to, if you want to trade a little bit, go back, proc it.
Yeah.
Normally
Chemtech
it's like...
would be pretty nice for Wukong Silas, though.
Chemtech, very good for Wukong Silas. But I kind of stopped thinking about Chemtech when the community decided it was bad, and I said, ooga booga, that's what I'm going to say too, and then just kind of
Jankos loved Chemtech. I never understood it, but he was happy when there was a Chemtech Drake.
Like back when it was the Chemtech Rift too, or the Drake?
Just in general.
Yeah. Well, that seems wrong. Okay, so they're not going to charge the Herald. No, they are. They're just going to be charging good. Ooh, Pillar. Not enough to stop the charge. Although I can't imagine that was very comfortable for them. Nice pressure on the top side, 2-pull-2. Bukata's realizing that he's on the complete wrong side of the map.
And it's great play by SK to punish BDS, but at the same time, you have a 2v1 against the Rumble.
He doesn't go wide. Skeens with the Pillar. Now ulti across the top. It's a bit disjointed. They don't really get a massive chunk, and now Rooster has arrived. Chunks out Abadage. Multiple crucial cooldowns burned. Hook coming in from Loopy. Ulti across the top onto Nuke. They're zoning Paris away. Paris is already dead. Loopy grabbing the kill. The Ignite going to finish it. SK grabbing another Drake.
SK are just able to do They keep just trying to run in as 5. They had Aurora on the flank earlier, but Nuke here finding Abadage.
Push back on Abadage. Instant pick. Pushback goes there. Abadage leaving protection. Second flashing over the wall. The Ignite ticking. Bukata chases and finishes the kill. It's just a quick flash out from Skeens. Not going to see a flank, but we will see a pick.
Yeah, it's going to be a Nash start for BDS here. We'll see if SK are able to contest. They do still have the Rumble Equalizer, which would be great in this Nash pit. But this goes down fast. This is a 3-item Jinx.
Shredding through, 7K getting lower. Skeens, no flash, makes it so hard to get in the pit. 2K ticking away. They will finish it in the end. Nice fight coming in from Bukata. Lock up down onto Skeens, and it's all falling apart. Ice finds the reset.
BDS crazy flank here. He's able to utilize the pink ward in the Nash pit, dash onto Abadage, take his ultimate, Protobelt behind him, knock him into it.
So
hard to contest.
Hard to contest, also you can afford to give one away, but this game, you can see at the bottom, total damage dealt to champions. It has been mostly a PvE kind of game.
Yeah.
But a little bit of poke from the Aurora, that single team fight from Ice, pumping up their numbers, and a lot of poke from everyone on the opposite side.
I think BDS will be satisfied if they're just able to get tier 2s with this Nash, but if they're able to get an inhib, that's where I'd say they're really able to swing the game fully in their favor. But if they're just taking down... Oi!
TP flank coming in for Dundun. Ice has already flashed back.
Dundun committing here, looks like.
Rooster ready to turn.
Oh.
Ulti across is going to catch out Rooster. Dun overheating, but going all in onto Ice, looking to lock him up. He can go golden for a brief moment. The follow-up is now there. Skeens can't quite get in, though. Knockup's coming through. Paris on the front line. Tower already laid down, but it might not matter. BDS turning the fight back in their favor. There's so a situation where SK
trade.
could be favored. They have Soul Point, right? So they could just rush Baron, ignore Drake, or punish with Soul is a pretty big one. However, Loopy going to kick things off with a hook as Bukata immediately follows up, and Loopy just gets deleted. Ice finds the first kill. Resets are there, but it's a trade, 1-for-1.
Ash. And they want to try to have a fight happen around topside, so the Abadag is pushing the tier 2.
Getting tier 2 is big, but won't be able to spend that money before the next time to fight. Does have a tower to retreat to. Rooster's going to realize that in a moment. Bukata potentially caught out on the side. Damage connecting from the Aurora ultimate, and Kadui going down. Rooster starting to take over. TP coming in on the top side, but it's a split fight now. Loopy and Skeens running away on one side. Dun on the other. Flash forward from Paris. Rooster going over the wall to continue. Ice ready to reset in a moment's notice. Try to keep this one going, but they're caught on the choke point now. Nuke wants to turn it, but the chains don't connect. Abadage and SK retreating. 2 picked up by the side of BDS for nothing. On the side of SK, haven't been able to find that kill back, and it seems like the Baron will be theirs.
Well, looks like SK still wants to try to contest.
Move ulti back up. Chasing in now. Nuke once again not going to find the change. Bukata quite low. Abadage has the ulti, has the flash, can try to make the play, but instead they're going to watch the Baron fall. Abadage goes golden. He might have just trapped himself here, but BDS just happy to...
Abadage here can try to slow down the siege of BDS, but full build Jinx and so much engaged threat from the side of BDS.
Oh, and the point in the game where you're just watching the cannon auto, the occasional cheeky auto from Ice. Nuke ushering a wave in mid lane. Grace, that might be the little difference that they need to try and make this play happen. Loopy, Hex Flash. Who's he going to connect instantly onto Paris, trying to take up as much damage as he can, but might have a hard time making his way out of this fight. Pillar there too, and Paris just crashes down, out.
That was a lot invested from SK though. They end up using the equalizer and they lose the mid inhib as well.
But over the last few waves, it has just been Nuke and Dun in the mid lane, as you highlight. It means the tower's just been getting chipped away at. Dun can't really walk up there. A slow, stalled out siege. Rooster stepping up, invisible for a moment. Abadage going in, instantly gets knocked up and canceled. There's nothing left for him in the fight as he gets completely one-shot. Pushback from Nuke is there. And already the Jinx is taking over. Loopy executed. It might just be a pendant Ice. Quadra. Go. Going for more. How committed are they? One more auto, 2 more autos. Ice, first game of the season.
Get it.
It was messy, but he wants the penta. The whole team ready to die for it, but the coordination isn't quite there.
No.
Give him the penta. One more auto. It looks like it's just going to be the Quadra.
He's gonna
Give your life for the cause, boys.
Give it to him.
Commit! And the pentakill! He didn't go! Rooster got it! Okay. Oh, I just assumed. I assumed. And if that isn't the entire story of the game and
to really help him. Although even with the Braum, I'm not sure if that's enough. I feel like it needs to be TK or Thresh to really save him, but neither of those two champions are.
Yeah, positive interaction. Done well so far. Skeens goes in. Extra movement speed coming in from the A because Assault fully stacked. They catch the flash out from Nuke. Flash fall from Abadage. They're trying to burn through that health bar. He's still standing for an extra second, and they get the first blood. With Aftershock. Could be a bit awkward as Dun. Shadowed by Skeens nicely. Q flashed in. Dun, good flash out, but Skeens can't really respond. Dun wants to go in anyway. Dun trying to get more damage. Dun out! 1-for-1.
Oh, right.
Abadage in the lane. We're not done yet, baby.
Bukata forward. No man's land.
Tombstone on his back, looking to find a few more. Bukata there ready to body block, and that's the feat of warfare. SK firing back.
And it's a 2-for-1 with the help of Abadage and a great early game rule world.
It's time to start roaming.
Yeah.
Paris. Bukata, the follow-up. Abadage's got the Nikes on. Ready to zoom his way out to safety. Is now Loopy's the one who's been caught out a little bit. Gravital not quite going to catch. That would be the Storm coming in as well. Abadage damage is much more powerful. Nuke Salt not doing a whole heck of a lot. Schemes getting lower and lower. Not sure how much more time on the Aegis Assault, but the stun comes through. They need to finish the kill immediately. They can't quite get the follow-up. And the E is there, but now Ice is on the way in. Ulti ready to go. We'll clean up at least one as Loopy gets taken down. Nuke going to grab the kill.
It's a bit of a slope fest here as the damage is really low.
Ice still 400 up.
Yep.
And has a Cole.
Yep.
That's going to be one scary Aphelios. We'll
He's
see.
Practically up 2K.
Might as well be.
Oh, as far as
top side, caught out. Dun dies.
Oh.
Much less exciting than the last death, as SK have now started ejecting. The more you make plays like that, the more likely it is it'll fall away from you.
Oh, dun dun.
Dun dun.
No flash.
Got out again. Rooster goes in. Ulti's not going to take him anywhere. Dun dun drops once again. On top of
you're doing good work here. You're trying to take the attention off Dun Dun. You don't want him to be the only person struggling right now. I respect that.
Oh,
Ulti bot. More commitment onto Ice. Block going in, but it's not going to matter. Skeens finishes the kill. A bit awkward if he doesn't give it to Kadui, but a nice pick on the bottom side, and SK can keep the pressure up and look to take some plates.
now Ice is looking like gold.
I don't think you can.
That was pretty crazy. I love that from SK. They just pulled the trigger immediately, ulted in with Kadui, used it as an auto reset as well.
The downside is that top lane is...
We don't need to look at top lane. If bot lane
No. This is... we need to...
2,000 gold lead?
Yeah, that's a 2,000 gold lead.
Oh my god. Maybe we do need to look.
I was wondering why he didn't roam down to help with
usually
growth.
always bait, because if you go something like Yuntal, it's just better when it's completed than Collector, pretty much, especially after you've stacked it. But we have BDS fighting here.
Fight kicking off. Aegis Assault used to mitigate a lot of damage. Ice caught out here trying to retreat as quickly as he can. Extra healing coming in from the ulti, but it's just Skeens instantly coming over the wall. Rooster, that entire gold lead might not matter if you run face first into all of SK. It's an absolute disaster. Kadui following up. Nuke has made it over the wall. Kadui now going to look to go back and finish the kill on the Nuke, as Bukata does manage to make it out. Nuke may try to outplay here, but it's the Q. The Acapian Rain to finish it off.
And BDS are just caught in enemy jungle as SK beautifully punish and are able to pick up 3.
That is not what you want. Look at Skeens. Almost 1,000 gold. But SK finding these advantages is big. It's hard for a lot of teams to take Jace from this winning position.
That makes him a little more vulnerable is he has no boots. And we'll see the custom.
Q back through. Paris the body block. Knockup is there, but Rooster looks like he's still going to fall. Unbreakable fades away. Kadui now looking to follow up. They make it look effortless.
And he's got no boots. He can't run away as Kadui ults in and cleans up. It's a 2 for 0 for SK.
Credit to SK. Again, we said Rooster. That was cocky.
Now he bought boots.
Now he did buy boots. A little bit late.
No.
Gives away another bag of gold. A top lane tier 1 collapse on the odd man out. The side laner who's pushed an extra wave. The mid laner who's stuck around.
Let's see.
What do I get?
Everything's on the line. The house, your house is on the line. SK is fully committing to this top tier 2, but it doesn't look like BDS is in position. And that's a huge gold swing for
And credit
SK.
to Dun Dun.
Yeah.
Right? Was really bad at League, and it was like the easiest way to win games ever.
Yeah, it was very broken.
Iceborne Gauntlet Echo Jungle.
The only thing that was... Oh!
Caught out here. Aegis Assault. Quick flash out from Skeens. Crucially had that extra bit of movement speed.
Nice. Starting up the Atakan here. He has great weapons for it with the white and green.
Perfect. Dun Dun continuing to push mid-wave. SK, I don't think they can afford to fight here, but also giving up Otacon is such a massive swing. 3K, Skeens gonna try to get in the pit, moving in, but the Otacon already down in favor of BDS. Ice on the backside, untouched, still perfect guns to keep the fight going, but it's Dun Dun in the back line. So much damage, but the follow-up not quite there. Kadui taken out as well as an absolute bloodbath. Look at Abaddog on the side, but he's caught in the gravity field. Flash to the side, trying to make the difference. BDS, oh my God, attrition, they're holding on. Abaddog is living. No, he dies in the end. And BDS.
They get everything as SK are so desperate to shut down Ice. This game is more exciting. Last game, nothing happened.
Sure. We do have 22 kills in 24 minutes, which I like.
Yep.
Does help balance it out, but on-hit Kai'Sa and Arise can obliterate Baron.
Yeah.
Via Shakat sleeping. They're going for the pick on the Nuke. They're determined despite the initial cooldowns missing. Bukata trying to body block and hold the line. Now all the team realize they may have been off more than they can chew. Quick slow onto Loopy on the side. He's getting chunked out. SK, do they want to turn back? Loopy likely to fall here. Follow-up slows there. Knock-up coming in onto 3. Paris and the rest of BDS pushing forward in the extended fight. SK still able to retreat thus far. Loopy still likely to fall, and now it seems like Dun Dun might be in trouble. Abaddog off to the side, trying to get a little bit more. Unbreakable already used. Pantheon on the way in. Front line down. Skeens still going forward. He's stuck. Kadui in the midst of the entire team, but it's insane. There's just too many people. There's too much damage. BDS again. Find the edge of the extended fight. Dun Dun wants a little bit more. Nuke getting chased down. Goes Golden to dodge the extra damage. Dun Dun, I don't think he has the cooldowns. Cannot turn it back. And in the extended fight, once again, in the exact...
Need to line it up. If you're going to make out-of-pocket Golem references, I'm going to get a random Harry Potter one. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, Nash here started by BDS. On the 4K already.
Looking for the flank.
Dun Dun with the
Forcing
flank.
BDS back. 3K on the objective. Skeens can just turn. Their focus isn't there. He's not sure what to do. Dundun managing to outplay Rooster in the 1v1 thus far. All of BDS being pushed back into this funnel, but they've picked off Dundun. SK so indecisive. But the Barons reset.
That might have been the most disjointed sequence I've ever seen.
Well,
as Kadui continues firing W's here.
I mean, it's harsh but fair. And again, the thing is, these games are so high stakes. The ulti only going to hit onto one. Now Pantheon to the back line. Skeens look for an extra bit of movement speed. Abadage flashing in, unbreakable there in the meantime. Ice off to the side, about to die. He has to flash away. Shutdown happening in the top lane fight. Abadage, very, very tanky. Looks like he might get one more. Nuke going golden. He holds his hand up, but it looks like he's just going to be a martyr in the midst of the fight. He can't do anything. Now it's Ice with just an extra bit of range, an extra bit of healing, a nice sidestep, and Bukana and Ice. Different lane, same story. It's a bloodbath.
What is happening in this game? It's so disjointed.
Keep it going. For the record, that was absolutely the Ron Weasley's flying invisible Carl. That just did not.
And
Baron's gone.
That's a Felix for you, baby.
BDS, secure the objective. Now almost a 5,000 gold lead. It is all falling apart. Otacon, 23 extra flowers.
You and your flowers.
Yeah, someone did the math, and now I've realized how impactful they are. It's like when people used to think the dragons didn't do anything, and actually like,
oh, Kadui. Oh, Kadui.
Oh,
He's dead.
God!
That might just be game. They have
that might just be game.
Very poor wave clear for the side of SK here.
Rooster made him disappear, as did Ice.
See, they're looking to finish. Continue pushing.
BDS. Okay, SK, this is your chance. You gotta play it clean. Oh, green white for Ice, that makes this impossible. Like, you just cannot walk into these guns.
Already one Nexus tower.
Poke coming out. They're getting it low. They don't want to finish it unless they can end, but it looks like the minion's gonna get it done for them. More Poke continues to go. Dundun going in, manages to catch them out. Pantheon ultimates the entire team. It doesn't matter, it's a meat grinder. They're being chewed up and spit right back out by the BDS backline. Abadage goes golden just in time to see it all fade away. BDS fight back, return the game in their favor.
You know what I think Lucian needs? You want something that can enable that culling to hit onto multiple people, or sorry, to nail someone and just put them in their place, but
rather than unspecified. But he came out to a storming start as Isma is looking to start storming towards this bot lane. Targamas having to pop the heal already. He's going to be caught out. Isma on the board, first blood to Giant X.
These guys can't help out quite a bit. I think that's how you want to play it, but Yike actually not even resetting. He's looking for Jun.
And he's going down towards this bottom side. Jun has no summoners, knocked up with the flag and drag. Nowhere here, waiting in that bush, but not going to be able to save his cow, you have to feel, as Targamas continues to chase in. Great route from him. Good knock up the one to Yike. Jun almost survives. Noah dashing in. Yike with the triumph. Won't be enough. Noah gets him. A 2-for-1 in favor of KC.
KC going to be very happy with that one. Thought that Yike had already reset. They knew he was going to be on top side because of the way
KC were getting souls at like 25, 26 minutes yesterday. Now it's Giant X who have the push in mid, the push in bot, and they're looking to secure the first Drake of the game as Lot and Kana will trade up towards the top side. Grandmaster's Might coming out from Kana. That's the Jax ultimate. Drake secured. A Chemtech in the pockets of Giant X.
They're going to try and make Giant X hurt as they re-enter the lane here, but nice setup already for Giant X in this early stages.
You could see Lot was a bit apprehensive that perhaps he'd be ganking. Now Yike is coming in from the side. Skip and flash away. There's a Cataclysm follow-up. Kana flashes forward with the counter-strike and down goes Lot. Followed up though, Yike is going to fall. Meanwhile in the bot side, Jun going for the engage. Looking for the trample on Kalist, but doesn't get the stacks up in time. Targamas tried to get the root onto the Alistar, didn't quite land it, but Kalist will hit the Mystic shot in the end.
It also now gives you the option to just fall back and pick up that last grub if you really want to on the way out as well. Gets free grubs yourself.
Giant X as well. So, with the game basically even, the question is, will the teams make too many proactive plays between objectives? And the answer is, most indubitably, as Jun looks for the top side. Vladdy has no escape to this. Knocked up with the pillar, Isma comes across, Jackie's gifted the kill. Giant X will get the first turret and will end up having our feats decided by who manages to pick up
when you look at the, like, Ezreal's just hit Triforce, Sunder Sky on towards Jarvan,
because we've seen it fall flat on its face so many times in the past, and it still might. But the early two games we saw of them, where they cleaned it up just a little bit.
And traditionally it has been Giant X kind of making mistakes in the mid-game. Good pick.
Shockwave going down, and so does Targamas. Just absolutely pick six there by Giant X. And now the dragon is up as well. KC pushed back towards their tower, didn't have the vision, far side alteration that's just been placed across this wall.
Yeah, this is really well orchestrated by Giant X, and that was what I was going to say is Kalist now.
Now Jun's just chasing Kalist, going to force him out. The Realm War coming out as well, but Vladdy's not going to get there. Flash across from Isma. Kalist, though, hit enough Mystic shots to have the Arcane Shift back up. Yike now joining in. True Shot Barrage going to rain in with the Cataclysm coming across the top. Kana trying to join from the side, knock back Pop Blossom. Targamas will get the kill onto Isma. Yike's the one that secures it.
And this was actually where I was about to say Giant X have traditionally been very...
KC trying to push in towards this top side to answer the pressure from Bot. Jackie's no flash on him with the Realm Warp chasing forward. KC have found their man. Good shockwave. Jackie's trying to escape. Can't get away from the overload, but Isma's on the chase now and Jun's coming in from the lane as well. Yike will be able to escape. Vladdy does still have to flash here. Will flash across the wall. Jun chases him though. The angry cow, how do those horns taste? Yike trying to get away, no flash for him. Isma with the frozen domain should be able to chase this one down as we see Kana in the picture-in-picture pushing in. Great pillar to stop the flag and drag. Isma will pick up his fall.
Nice turnaround by Giant X. KC thought they saw their window where everyone...
Immediately, Isma's making a beeline for it. KC don't have their jungler for 6 seconds. Giant X pull it down towards the bottom lane as Targamas looks to set up. Jackie's is in prime position, has the shockwave, will keep Kana at bay for now. The Otacon down to 6,000. Targamas can't really get in here. Good poke coming out from Giant X. There's the True Shot Barrage. Vladdy going in. Great knockback on the Pop Blossom. Otacon secured, and perhaps a little bit more. The culling from Noah. He flashes away from the counter-strike. Yike joins the party. Cataclysm onto 2. Noah trying to survive, but he's taken out, as is Jun and Isma. It's Otacon and a 3 for 2. The kills in favor of KC. They want more out of this. Jackie's tries to get the slow onto Yike there. Doesn't have the flash. Will land the command dissonance for the slow. Hit with the flag and drag. Callisto picks up the kill.
KC managing to pick off 4 members of...
Actually, our wonderful production team made us a graphic about him. This year on the Ezreal has been having an absolute whale of a time. And set up around the Drake once again. Starts to reset. Lot takes the aggro. Targamas looking to see if he can find that Pop Blossom, the engage onto Counter-Strike. Pop Blossom hits all 5 of them! And they're buried in the river. Beautiful from KC. 5 for Oace.
A Cataclysm has never looked so flowery. Absolutely destroyed in that engage. Targamas, I think they have a moment, but Targamas flash forward, hits onto 4 members, the immediate Cataclysm afterwards, the combo, just excellent from KC.
And now they're 5,000 gold ahead, and everything we said in the early vision there right now for Giant X, but they have an inkling that something's going on as they immediately start to run across. Isma will see that it's already down low, but there's the follow-up, and they collapse on Isma. Trundle put into the filth. KC secure the Baron, and with no jungler on the enemy team.
No, I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, it's very difficult to tell. Obviously, for KC, they pick up their 3rd dragon of the game. Collapse happening towards the top side with the Realm Warp coming in. Lot, well, he's got no flash, and he's only level 15. 2 level 17s collapsing on him. His lot is pretty short in this life. Taken out by Kana, goes unstoppable, joining Kalist on the 5-0-5.
Much damage he was actually able to do in some of these fights, but it just means there's so much safety. Jackie's, that's a nice little bit of return damage there.
Yeah, just a little bit of poke coming out from Kalist with the True Shot Barrage. Has the Serildas as well. Yesterday, they're doing it again today. Targamas, he's a minion. Oh, pulled back by the shockwave. Jun goes in for the 3-man engage. Exhaust down onto Vladdy as well. Targamas able to escape to the backside of it. Jun's going to be the first to fall in the fight. Lot looking for the needlework, but Kana keeps them all at bay. For a moment, it looked like Giant X had found an avenue back into the game, but Targamas survives, and Vladdy and Kalist healthy enough to keep pushing in. Kana looking for the counter-strike, cleanse away from Noah, and the flash. True Shot Barrage is coming out as well. Realm Warp in by KC as the reinforcements arrive to the party. KC will force Giant X away, will take the tier 3 in the mid lane, and the inhibitor tower up towards top. Inhib will fall in mid. KC will get everything they wanted out of the push.
It was a beautiful shockwave from Jackie's, but unfortunately it's just that bit too late. As Isma, I don't think you want this, lad.
Yeah, I can agree with you there. I don't think you wanted that. He thought he did. But sometimes you gotta...
So much of that damage ends up missing. I think if you had Lot there, maybe you can get the needlework slow across everyone, and that could actually be the difference maker, but another shockwave.
Onto Targamas. He's going to use the Rocket Belt to try and get away, but he can't escape the clockwork wind-up coming out from Jackie's. That was a little greedy from Targamas, looking for the blue wall being built brick by brick on the back of Targamas.
Because I think at this stage it's just, oh, here we go.
Kana looking for the counter-strike, will land it. Cullen coming out from nowhere onto Vladdy, takes him down to half HP. TP in from Giant X, and Casey a little bit split here. Vladdy having to flash away, Yike going in with the Cataclysm to lock up Giant X and keep them away from both his top laner and his mid laner. Well played there by Yike to manage to extricate his team from Giant X's clutches.
That's a flash on Yike and Vladdy now.
And Jackie's and Isma have theirs on the side of Giant X. 10 seconds on the Drake would be sold for KC. Ooh, Kana spotted out on the control ward. Noah realizing that flank was a little bit foggy and illuminates the darkness. Giant X pushing through mid here. Drake is up, Kana Force up towards the top side. Has no flash, Isma's on the chase. This is Soul for a kill, it seems, and might even be Soul for the inhibitor as the Vladdy is pushing in. Now Baron is up, but do you actually win this as Giant X? Recall's gonna have to come out. They haven't got teleports. Can they start the Baron on spawn? Well, they say yes. I think no. As Vladdy continues to push in, doesn't have a teleport of his own. KC looking to step in towards this top side river. Baron down to 6,000, now 5. Kalist with the True Shot Barrage. Yike can EQ in. There's the Cataclysm follow-up. Kalist having to Arcane Shift away. Pop Blossom onto 2. Yike looking for the smite as Kalist escapes Lot's clutches. Isma will secure the Baron. Yike forced up towards the top side and will manage to escape. Kalist with a
Giants, I think you're pretty happy with that trade in general.
And right now, they're trying to continue the trade in their favor. Their third tower of the game has been felled. Kana and Yike up towards the top side looking for that flank. Meanwhile, the Gwen is still down towards bottom. Casey defending as 5 against only 4 here. Lot will be able to take a tier 2, 700 gold in infusion. We found the red blood cells and we're pumping them into them. As Giant X's bleeding has been stopped. A minute still remains on the Baron as well. The next wave going to crash towards that mid lane tower in about 5 seconds time. KC, how do you defend? The Gwen's coming across. Targamas looking for the flank. They just give it up. Another tier 2.
For Noah, he's just going to finish off with a Guardian Angel as well. Yes, it's a lot of gold, but it's not going to do a huge amount here.
TP coming in as KC look to catch out Noah. Does still have the cleanse and the flash. Kana on that front line. Headbutt was used by Jun, but will be back up. Where's Lot? He can make a long flank around here. Targamas using the clone effectively there to spot out the fact that Gwen was having a mosey, having a gander. Vladdy spotted by the control ward. Giant X maybe playing for this red, but choke points aren't their friend, especially against the Pop Blossom. Isma stepping in and just deleted. Overstays his welcome. Realm Warp coming in as well. Cataclysm onto the backline. Kana jumping forward. The EQ onto Noah, but now Yike's a little bit isolated. Vladdy still following up. Pop Blossom coming out onto Jun. Lot dies towards the top side. Jun follows suit. Only Jackie's remains. And you said it earlier, Rob. Giant X, they had good games and
to deny the knockup from Jun, it worked out so well. And KC, it started off rough, but game 1 is going to go their way.
Now, Jackie's has Shockwave. There is one wave on its way here, but I don't think he's going to be allowed to even step up to his inhibitor towers. Good Shockwave in the end, but it doesn't matter. KC, they had a couple of mishaps and mistakes in the mid-game, but in the end, they still remain victorious. 1-0 up in the series. Can do a lot of work.
Sorry, just an update as well, that ban is misfortune.
Oh,
that was
okay.
on the KC side, but...
A misfortune ban. He's had to run back towards bot, so then you can take the Drake away, but because they had the ward down, Vladdy and Targamas can be a nuisance. Grand Starfall is available for Yike. 2 grubs already picked up. Yike looking for the engage here, comes down. Doesn't really find anyone. Jun forced back down low. The engage though, immediately Jun diving in, and KC caught all unawares with the unstoppable onslaught coming out as well. Yike's gonna fall 2. It's 2-0 in favor of Giant X.
KC should not have tried to overforce there. Already Noah reset and moved back in towards his bottom side, so it's always going to be a number advantage for Giant X in the play. And even then, Casey just got blown up the second they looked into that river.
Yeah, you could see, like, the whole sequence from KC looked good on paper. We're talking about it. Take the 2 drops, Grand Star.
Having exhaust available for some of these key fights and matching that with Jackie's, but that could be a little tough.
Jack with some good movement here. Bloss coming into the Rift Tower pit to escape the vision that Lot could put down. Kana's at half HP, but he wants to go all out, so that HP doesn't really matter too much. Lot with the Unstoppable Onslaught will land the stun onto Yike. Knock up with a Decimating Smash, but Kana dashing past it. Isma here to join the party. Lot dodging away, and so tanky. A Super Mega Death Rocket from downtown connects as Noah looks to help out his teammates with the fight. Yike's on a control ward, out of vision, out of mind right now as Jackie's lands the Tibbers, the Lantern down. Stun connects. Vladdy will flash, and with the weirding won't escape. The disintegrate enough to get him down. Lot with the Roar of the Slayer and the Soul Furnace will manage to pick up a kill as Isma continues to chase forward. Kana has to burn his flash, and it's 4-0 Giant.
Look to play off of this one-item spike for KC, the next dragon, but
oh, Grand Starfall. TP's coming out from Giant X. This is going to be very deep here for Yike. Lantern comes down, he flashes away, but they put the double wards on it immediately, and Yike just dived way too far. No safety from the Lantern, his soul goes in it, as KC once again coordinated, uncoordinated, however you want to prefix it. It was all over the place there for KC. 2000 Sunfire, Cape, Kraken Slayer, Zeke's Convergence. That's not the sort of inventories you want to be looking at if you're KC. Kana going all out, trying to find something in the solo lane against Jackie's, who flashes away and dodges the Q3. He'll escape. Targamas coming in from the wings as well. Pops the ghost from the unsealed spellbook, but Tibbers is here to block the hook. That's a teddy bear that you want to keep for the rest of your life. Goes into the bush as well, just to give a little bit more vision. Yike with the smite to stop the recall. TP out from Jackie's heal escape. And KC, I mean, they'll get some damage on the tower, they'll steal some Krugs, but Jackie's manages to get away with his life.
But he went topside instead, so essentially Giant X just want to try and match for the tower plate. Actually, he's going to reset now. I thought he was going to stick around and just try and look for the tower damage, but tower for tower, it looks like it'll probably be in the grand scheme of things, both the damage going across the tanks. Not going to quite get that tower on the top side, but
yeah, for Giant X, they don't mind too much. Get Esk metamorphosing in some.
Maybe it's just like a Power Rangers control panel out in front of you. You just get to move each of the different limbs as you wanted to.
Like, birds aren't real, Rift Tower isn't real. It's actually just a robot. League of Legends says another tower goes down all out from Kana. TP coming in behind as KC look to collapse. There's no tower remaining here for Giant X. Isma using the knockback from the Crescent Guard, but Vladdy comes in, goes between worlds, gets stunned up. Isma dashes forward, Vladdy dashes to the other side. Isma will fall here, Grand Starfall for the follow-up, and finally KC seem on the same page. Jun has to flash away, the chase continues for KC. In the end, they call it off, but they get their first 2 of the game.
They get a nice pick. Lot had moved back up towards that top side, so they thought they had a chance. Maybe not quite on the same page.
Both of them did the optimal play. It was suboptimal in conjunction, but Kana did the right. Importantly, Lot and Jackie's both have their teleports as Kana continues to push in, takes that top tier 1. You gonna TP to top? I don't think so. It's an Asukan for Drake exchange. Unstoppable Onslaught can come out. Kalis switches away from the Severum, now has Calibrum Crescendum. Super Mega Death Rocket hits onto Kana, not going to steal it away. Lot with the Unstoppable Onslaught can act as a bit of a distraction until the rest of his team joins, but they were a mile away. Decimating Smash charged up. Jun now looking for the flank. Cleanses away the stun. Can he get in? Good hook from Targamas, forces Jun on the back foot, but he dodges it well. There's the Magnustorm follow-up, landing onto 3s, and Jackie is there to follow up. Kalis walks away, but only for a second as he's sent home in a coffin. Giant X will find 3 kills and lose Jackie's and Jun.
It was a little slow. I think it's just the fact that you now have some sort of combat power to match the 2K gold lead Giant X has.
Oh, Vladdy was clipped with the zap there. Flame Trump's coming down there for the follow-up. Lantern is in, but again, a ward on top of the Lantern. They autoed it twice! They autoed it twice! Just zoom in! If you zoom in, you can click it! But apparently, not quickly enough there for Vladdy as he falls down. Giant X will get a tier 2. And continue to extend their gold lead. 2.8k now. We'll be up to 3.7. Text that we heard about. These are the Scrim gods, the kings, as Jun is called. And this is also the Giant X that we've heard about before. The Magnustorm down. Yike locked up. For a second, I thought it was Jun who was found out. But once again, Giant X find a kill on this 1-4-2 Pantheon. Now they're going to collapse around this tier 2 TP coming out from Kana. He wants to try and bolster the defenses. Good wave clear from Vladdy with the twofold hex in the weirding.
GiantX can basically choose what they want, right? You can either play for that Hex Soul, or you force KC to over-index into the bottom side of the map.
He
didn't get a lot for it.
He didn't. Oh, it's about sending a message apparently as Yike once again is the one that GiantX immediately dive onto. Noah happily takes the kill. Kana here has to try and get across this wall. Has still got his flash, goes all out as perhaps this is the moment for KC to turn it around. Infernum grabbing him, not the best guns for Kalist, but another hook hitting onto Isma, who flashes across the wall, but he's met with a flamethrower from Kalist. 2 kills to KC. They finally find something.
You can get the Yike ult in towards the Dragon if you want to. KC actually just going to take it, and now you're in a position to contest for the Baron. And look at the guns for Kalist.
If it's in our minds, it's definitely in the players' minds that they have had it in, not the palm of their hands, but they had it close, as the Unstoppable Onslaught's used by Lot to get away from the death sentence. Makes it more of a full stop than anything else, as Rim becomes lightning just short on Kana. Both these top laners so tanky now, 3 items apiece. They're very willing just to step up and be those meat shields for their teams.
With Lot's ultimate down, though, becomes a little bit more of a bluff, let's say, for GiantX, where, yes, they can contest as they fall back, and you have to walk into the desk. Oh, wait a second.
Massive stun onto Yike once again. He flashes away, but he goes to meet his maker. Playing for the red buff, Yike just overstepping. Great flash engage from Jackie.
Yeah, especially because the Aphelios was shown on that top wave, so I was like, KC, you just end up fall back. You don't need to just play for the red, and you have no real ease of engage because Jun didn't have the flash to try and follow up. But if you just continuously walk into the decimating smash, that's going to be the easy setup then for Jackies to finish you off.
And GiantX will get the Baron 30 minutes in, 12 kills to 6, 6,000 gold their lead. Drake up in 40 seconds time, and it will be methodical, yes. Slower than it could have been, but still a patient, controlled play to gain control of the map. As I say that, Jun just goes in! The Magnus Storm down, but they're 2v3. Isma diving forward, the Severin will heal Kalist up with a Moonlight Vigil. Kana flashes in, Grand Starfall out as well. Kana dashing away, there's the Timbers! They will just delete it! Gone in an instant, evaporated, eviscerated! A quadra for Noah! Make it 5! The penta for the Jinx, and the win in GiantX's eye!
GiantX came to play, Scrim Gods showing up on the stage here today. A commanding performance against KC in what looked a little dicey at the start. Worked out fantastically.
There was no pop blossom, but one of the teams definitely went pop. GiantX even out the series, give KC their first loss of summer, and we're going to game 3.
The fact that they kind of over the Silas, because it's now that you've got the Galio, great ultimate to try and steal away the Azero, which is fantastic as well. And even in limited circumstances as well, the Skyner can be pretty decent too. Ready placed, but potential here to try and make something happen is, I think no one Jun wanted yet. Try and freeze this wave out from away from the turret. So nicely done, but here's Isma.
Oh, Isma looking for the engage. They jump immediately onto Kalist, who has to flash away. Flash forward from Yike for the suppression on Jun, who walks down knowing he is done for. KC, for the first time this series, get first blood.
It was a risky play from GiantX.
He's here, did spot him on a ward, and will start to back away immediately. The rest of KC collapsing though. Lot has the flash, dodges away from the Justice Punch, will get taunted up here, but should just be able to walk his way out. Knocked up by Targamas, who battle dances his way back to his top lane.
Yeah, they just needed to make sure that Lot lost this minion wave, because you're seeing the same is about to happen in that top side for this.
Lot, that was greedy from Lot, trying to step back forward, now flashes in, isn't level 6, doesn't have the equalizer, dodges away from the grand entrance, and I said it was greedy, but Lot survives for an absolute age! Lot with the fancy feet, he turns KC to stone! Stuck where they're standing, Yike will fall.
I cannot believe!
Like the evolution of Lot is a story I am here for. Coming into the league, not being seen. We'll spot the fact a ward went down. Oh, Isma jumps across the ward with the blast cone. Cease and desist in, flashes away from the Impale. There's the Vault Breaker as well to safety. TP coming out from Kana as they look to collapse on this play. The Riptide used by Jun for the slow, but the quickness in. Good depth charge again. Isma, though, is running into the rest of KC. Kana distracting Jun and Noah well. and will force them away.
There was so much used in trying to protect him, but now Jun might go down as well.
Oh. I mean, Kana's actually the one who's probably on the wrong side of this. Jun going back in with the hook. In the end, Kana is safely shepherded out by KC. The Drake should be their next objective. And once again, like, Isma has had a really good series generally, but it's these 1 or 2 moments that really loom large in the collective thought about him.
It's because they happen at such pivotal moments. Like, you're now getting a dragon going across, you're matching this play on the top side, turret taking on the bottom side. Well, you were for a little bit matching it, but it just means that it's these moments that will stand out because big objectives happen as a result.
Jackie's knocked back underneath the tower, doesn't tank it. Emperor's Divide to try and keep Targamas away. Flashes again, but this is not where you want to be, Giant X. You keep going into the wrong damn jungle. Jackie's might be able to get to the blast cone. Targamas going to try and follow him around. Kalis coming in as well. Puts down the feathers, and Jackie's, even with the Kingslayer, won't heal up enough. 3-1 to KC.
Again, though, it's a sloppy
The
mistake.
bush as well. Now Giant X realize, oh, it's a 3v3 if we do decide to take this Barney. Jun's the one to step forward. They go for Vladdy, cease and desist, not on the equalizer, even with the depth charge follow-up. Targamas with a great charm, double TPs. It's Jackie's who joins first, steals away the Impale. Will look for it, but goes between the uprights. Jackie's will fall to KC as they collapse in the bottom lane.
And the TP from Kana buying the space that KC needed to deal with Jackie's in the back line. There's a couple of whiffs on some key spells throughout that, but KC managed to get the kill.
Jackie's was looking for it, but the Impale just didn't connect. Now Giant X still fighting in a 4v5. Targamas trying to heal up. No quickness for him. The Emperor's Divide there, though. Targamas dives in, and here come the soldiers. Noah down. Jun will follow suit. KC roar into life in game 3. 2K
Yike
ahead.
ends up missing with the Impale. There was a little bit of a desync between him and Targamas, but the TP was way too far forward from Jackie's. He kind of has to throw out the Impale and hope for the best, but removing bot
Lot
side.
might die as well. The Riftail's coming in. Targamas looking for the grand entrance. There's no flash now for Lot. Riftail charging around the corners. Jackie's. Oh, he doesn't hit the Epscon. The Riftail doesn't take down the tower. Yike now with the Ishtal's impact will lock Jackie's against the wall. He dashes in, but the ground entrance allows Vladdy to make a safe exit. Kingslayer healing not enough as Targamas takes the kill. The equalizer not ticking on anyone. KC, well, they're doing a Germany versus Brazil. It's 7-1 now.
And the top side is still being pushed by Kana. You were the ones who went for the play on that bot side, Giant X, and it doesn't work out, and now it's across the map that you were losing out, as long as Kana doesn't get caught here.
Even if he does he die? Tries to get away, flashes the wall phase, rushes enough alongside that summoner to escape that on their way for Yike with that Aegis and the Heartsteel complete. Kana is tanky, you've got to lock it. Like, you are now falling so far behind that even the essence of your comp doesn't work the way you want it to.
Yeah, it's a 2.3k gold lead in the mid lane. Like, Vladdy has completely got the better at Jackie's, both in the side lanes when it came to the laning phase as well. And
it was only 20 minutes ago we were saying, oh, we think Jackie's has actually had the better of Vladdy this series.
Giant X are kind of desperate to get whatever gold they can on towards Jackie's, on towards some of these carries. But
the outcome will be more than that for KC. Very happy with their prize as they secure
the start to teeter out of the meta. If you look at LPL and LCK, they are going for the Pantheons and Wukongs because you have champions like Xayah, Sivir that can manage that dive potential well.
Impale onto Jun. He looked for the engage, but the Scorpion's tail has a mighty sting. Vladdy takes the kill, 2-0-4 now. Joining a Kalist in the Deathless carry column. And for Jackie's and for Giant X, like, what do you do? You're bleeding out all over the map. You're going to lose a tier 2 in top, most likely. You're losing your tier 2 in mid. Kana comes down, brings down the double fists. Equalizer used here just to clear out the wave, and KC aren't really respecting it at all. The hero's entrance out. They put down the Sun Disc, build a tower where yours once stood. Giant X falling all to pieces as KC methodically clean up the map. Now Jackie's is looking for the flank. Spotted on vision, has the Impale. Ishtal's impact out by Yike, and Giant X can't find the engage. TP away from Jackie's down towards the bottom lane. He just wants to get a little bit. Is it Phil Collins in Dire Straits? I can't quite remember. Kana might just blast going over the wall here. He's on his lonesome, but Giants don't really know it. Isma looking for the smite. Gets back in. Oh, it's Noah that gets it. Meanwhile, Vladdy looking for a flank position of his own as he TPs in. The Emperor's Divide flashed away by 2, but not by the others. Giant X lose 2 again. Targamas chases off Lot towards the top side. Isma now. Man, earlier in this game, we saw you run towards this red buff area. I'm not sure it's as safe as you think. Spotted trying to steal away the Crux. Kana coming in as well. More distraction than anything. Yike using the shield to aggro the Crux. Isma jumps across the wall. Targamas going to join this fray just to make sure that the buy does fall.
Give it to Targamas.
No fast automation coming out. The control wall will stop it. Kalis autos it as well, trying to pull Giant X into a bit of the action. Isma does have the smite. He can jump across the wall with that Bolt Breaker. They'll hold it on 7,000 or so. Jun exhausted by Targamas. Hero's entrance in. They go for the Impale onto Isma. Cease and desist out from him. Targamas will fall first. Isma surviving. Jackie's trying to dive in with the quickness as well, but can't quite get the damage onto Kalis. In the end, a support for a mid laner exchanged. Importantly though, Isma still alive, healing up from the Razor Beaks, and now about to have his flash back up. The hook out, Emperor's Divide from Vladdy to try and keep Jun and Lot at bay. Kana falling low as well as the missiles fly from Noah, but the feathers fly from Kalist. He'll find 2 with the help of Vladdy, and now the Baron should be secure.
Yeah, I can just tank it up. KC, we able to get the Baron. It took a lot from KC. They end up going over the wall.
If there wasn't a 10k gold lift, I think we could have won this, I think is what he said.
Yeah, and I agree with him. I think that could have been a bit...
Yeah, it also, I mean, his maths is off. It was only 6.5k at the time, so...
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Apparently Phil Collins was in Genesis, not Dire Straits. I apologize to anyone who knows 80s music, I guess.
Yeah, but they were all in the Hotel California, and that's all that matters.
It's so true. As KC now should be able to close this one out. 8,500 gold ahead. They'll be sleeping in the jungle after this game very happily as they push forward. They inhibited their first target. Kana's catching that mid-wave to make sure they have a new objective after that inhibitor does go down. The Giant X, one last press of those R-keys. See if you can find anyone. The problem is you have to make your way through Kana and Yike to do it, and they're pretty damn tanky right now. Kana even has a Seeker's Arm Guard to add that extra layer of protection. Giant X, you got to do something at some point. The Dredge Line's going to land onto Kana. Featherstorm out from Kalist. Isma goes in with the cease and desist, but a good charm from Targamas distracts the rest of Giant X, and Kana from under the towers dives back with a hero's entrance. Double flash away, stopwatch from Vladdy to avoid the depth charge. Noah unable to escape, another Dredge Line coming in. Only Lot left standing, and none of his Nexus towers have that same luxury. It took him a while, but KC finally managed to bounce back and take it 2-1.